Listen to me good, because it's going to be a lot of information coming at you fast, but it's super important that everybody in the United States hear this. You could download it, you could share it, you don't need to tag me. It is just information that you guys need. When the big, beautiful bill was signed into legislation via Congress, it allocated $170 billion. That's already happened to ICE, to the Department of Homeland Security. There is another bill that Congress is about to pass for another $28 billion to go to the FBI as well as ICE. ICE now has the largest law enforcement budget. It is larger than all law enforcement agencies combined, okay? Why are they funneling them so much money? They are building their own private prison system. This is already underway. It is already being done. It is overseen by the FBI. They don't answer to the judges. They don't answer to anybody but the President of the United States. So the President of the United States of America will have his own prison system. It is an industrial prison system. He profits off of people being in jail, okay? That's how the American prison system has always worked. ICE agents are able to act with full impunity, and they are going to get paid for imprisoning you. ICE agents are also being trained by the IDF, which is the Israeli Defense Forces. The IDF is the Israeli army that is responsible for committing the genocide against Palestine. I'll let you fall down the rabbit hole and watch all of the footage of all of the horror they are inflicting upon the Palestinian people. But these are the people responsible for training ICE in crowd responses. So ICE's job is to specifically antagonize the American citizens so that they can act with full impunity, whether it's murdering them or imprisoning them. If they murder you, then they get rid of what they would consider a dissenter. If they imprison you, then they have a slave to make money off of. Either way, your interactions with ICE guarantee that the president makes more profit off of the citizens of the United States of America, and the most cruelest army we have seen in modern history is the one responsible for training ICE, but it doesn't stop there. Larry Ellison and Peter Thiel are American billionaires who are Israeli Zionists. They are outwardly donating money to the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. They are in support of Israel and the current genocide happening to Palestine. These are American billionaires, and they are billionaires by way of developing AI surveillance software. Currently, Israel and the IDF are using this AI surveillance software to help implement the genocide. It's also used in the United Kingdom for their digital ID, and ICE agents are already illegally using AI surveillance software provided to them by Israeli Zionists. All of this is intertwined. And if you're just new to this, Peter Thiel is also currently investing in offshore AI equipment that will mine minerals and gold in Greenland, anticipating the president is going to invade. So all of this is undoubtedly for the profit of the ruling billionaire class. What does that mean if you're a Trump supporter? It means this has fuck all to do with immigration. What does this mean if you're not a Trump supporter? It means that as an activist or even just a liberal, you are a dissenter. You are a target, and they very much have the surveillance software they need to determine who you are, where you live, and furthermore, target you. Now, I know a lot of you gung-ho Republicans are thinking, well, the army is going to come and save the American people. No, it's not. The Secretary of the Department of Defense is a man by the name of Steven Feinberg. Steven Feinberg is a Zionist. Steven Feinberg owns the second largest bank in Israel. Steven Feinberg owns an American company. He is a billionaire. It is called Capital Management. Capital Management's sole purpose is to provide privatized military contracts to the United States Department of Defense, which he is the secretary of. It's also massively important that we remind Americans they just failed their financial audit and can account for $506 billion of American taxpayer money that was budgeted to the Department of Defense. Why am I saying all of this? It's more likely that the Army would pair with the FBI, ICE, and IDF to further oppress citizens of the United States. They have made it very well known via Project 25 and Project 26 that they intend on getting rid of 100 million Americans. 100 million Americans is roughly 1/3 of the population in the United States of America. These people are now financed to commit a genocide, capable and willing to commit a genocide, and are operating with the backing, training, and also planning of people who are actively committing a genocide. There has never been a greater risk for the genocide of the citizens of the United States of America than there is at present. It does not matter what your political affiliation is. When AI surveillance kicks in, you will not have free speech. You will not have the constitutional right to peaceful assembly. You will not have the right to bear arms. You will not have freedom of press. And you will not have taxation with representation, because they are adamantly and vigorously funding a police authoritarian state while you don't have health care, while you don't have FEMA relief, while your children's Department of Education for the entire United States as a whole was defunded and funneled into the Department of Labor. They are intentionally letting you know that you and your children will be slaves if you are a Trump loyalist with none of your constitutional rights. And that is the best case scenario for those of you who have white skin in the United States of America. For the rest of everybody else, whether you're an activist, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a minority, whether you're a woman, whether you're a migrant or an illegal migrant, you are a person of interest, and you are undoubtedly under attack, and the war they have declared is on you. I said it before yesterday, and I'm going to say it again today. The President of the United States of America has declared war on the citizens of the United States of America. Minneapolis is a very small example of what is to come for every city in the United States, especially now that they have the budgeting that they need, and they are already A, ramping up operations, B, ramping up recruitment, and C, building their privatized prison facility. You have two options right now. You either fight for your freedom or you leave. It is officially fight or flight time in the United States of America. Do with this information what you will, but first and foremost, I genuinely hope you spread it.